All right, let's take a look at this table that has IQ scores and frequencies in it. And the question is asking us to calculate the mean for the following data. Now, you may recall that the mean for a frequency table is calculated as follows. So we have x bar, or the mean, is equal to the sum of all frequencies multiplied by x, where x is the midpoint for a given class, and then divide by the sum of all frequencies. So if we were to fill in this equation, we're going to have, I've calculated the midpoints. So the way that you calculate midpoints is you take the lower class and you add it to the upper class. So 50 plus 69 divided by 2 is equal to 59.5. So that's the midpoint for the first class. The next class would be 70 plus 89 equals 159 divided by 2 is 79.5. So you get the idea. 90 plus 109 divided by 2 is 99.5. So that's the midpoint of each class. So to apply this formula, we're going to take 59.5 and multiply by 2. We'll add this to 79.5 and multiply that by 33. Next, we're going to add 99.5 times 35. Next, we'll add 119.5 times 7. Next, we'll add 139.5 times 1. We divide that by the total sum of all the frequencies. The total sum of all the frequencies is found by adding 2 plus 33 plus 35 plus 7 plus 1. And that's equal to 78. All right, so if we do the multiplication for the numerator, we get 59.5 times 2 plus 33 times 79.5 plus 35 times 99.5 plus 119 times 7 plus 139.5 multiplied by 1, and that equals 7,197.5. And then we'll divide that by the sum of all frequencies, which is 78, to get 92.3 as the mean of this IQ score table. All right, so that's our answer for question number 1. Question number 2. The following data values are IQ scores measured for children with high levels of lead exposure. All right, so we're going to calculate the mean IQ score. So what we do is we add up all the numbers and we divide by the number of numbers. So x bar is equal to the sum of all x's, and then we divide by the number of x's. So that will be equal to 82 plus 93 plus 85 plus 75 plus 85 plus 80 plus 101 plus 89 plus 80 plus 94 plus 88 plus 104 plus 88 plus 88 plus 83 plus 104 plus 96 plus 76 plus 80 plus 79 plus 75. So the total sum is equal to 1,825. Then we're going to divide by the number of numbers. So we're going to just count basically how many IQs we have here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And if we do the division, what we get is, on average, the IQ is 86.9. So that's the mean IQ score. What is the median? So you can see here that I've started to draw out a stem and leaf plot. And so since we know in total that there's 21, the median value is going to be 21 divided by 2. It's going to be the 11th value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the 11th value is 85. So there are 10 values before 85 and there are 10 values after 85. Therefore 85 is smack dab straight in the middle. The next question is going to say, what are the modes? And we see that 80 repeats itself 3 times. There's 3 80s. From our stem and leaf plot, we can tell that. We can also tell that there are 3 88s. Therefore 80 and 88 are the modes. What's the mid-range value? So it's the maximum value plus the minimum value divided by 2. So 104 plus 1 plus 75. So 104 plus 75 equals 179. 179 divided by 2. And that equals 89.5. So now that we're looking at measures of center, we can look at the mean. So the mean was 86.9, the median was 85, the modes were 80 and 88, and the mid-range point was 89.5. Thanks for listening to this video. Next video we'll be discussing number 3, interpret the following graph.